Hot lead, hot cars, hot damn. Angie Dickinson is Big Bad Mama. When Mama lives high, the law lays low. In the early 1930s, Big Bad Mama robbed the biggest banks, kidnapped the richest girls, and had the crime of her life. Big Bad Mama. She hits them right where it hurts, in the wallet. Don't miss Big Bad Mama. She wouldn't have missed you. Big Bad Mama. Rated R.
The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. The Mr. Nailsin Show, brought to you by the Mr. Nailsin Store. What are the odds? Yes, you can find all kinds of apparel and items such as t-shirts, hats, some mugs, buttons, stickers, posters, all adorned with the lovely art of Mr. Nailsin. Yes, that's right. You need only head over to Zazzle.com/store/the_MR_NAILSIN_store. Yes, it's just that simple. So head over to the Mr. Nailsin store at Zazzle.com and pick up yourself some goodies and help out your old pal, Mr. Nailsin. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. People are getting BBLs and breast implants from donated cadavers. It's off-the-shelf fat. Huh. Okay. Across the country, a growing number of patients are turning to injectable fillers made from the dearly departed's donated fat in order to lift, plump, and sculpt their bodies, including for hot-ticket procedures like Brazilian butt lifts, BBL, and breast enhancements. Many of us in New York City are very excited about this, particularly because our patients are sometimes very thin, or maybe have already had liposuction, says Dr. Melissa Doft, a board-certified plastic surgeon in Manhattan. For procedures like BBL, fat is usually extracted from the patient via liposuction and then re-injected into the desired area. So for those who don't have enough to suck out, Duff said, it's off-the-shelf fat. The filler, called Aloe Clay, hit the U.S. market last year, but it still isn't widely available. Well, yeah, you need fatties to hurry up and die so you can have plenty of supply, you know? It's not going to be enough, huh? I would think so, though. I mean, come on. There's a lot of obesity, but then Ozempic is ruining everything. But anyway, I'd say less than probably 5% of board-certified plastic surgeons have it, said Dr. Sachin M. Sherdurani, who began offering the procedure at his Manhattan clinic, Lux Surgery, in early 2025 as part of a small clinical trial measuring its outcomes in fixing hip dips. But the ones that do have it across the country, there's tremendous amount of demand, he added, noting he's done more than 50 procedures in the past year. There have been multiple times that we've actually run out of product. Who knew you'd be wanting more fat? Autoclay is made from sterile fat harvested from cadavers and can be administered through minimally invasive in-office injections by a qualified provider without the need for general anesthesia. Before it's injected, the donor fat undergoes a multi-step cleansing, sterilization, and purification process that removes cellular debris, DNA, and other elements that could trigger a negative immune response in the body. Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad if have all these rejection issues and everything. But anyway, we ensure all our tissue is consented to for aesthetic use. Caro Van Hove, president of Tiger Aesthetics, the company behind Alaclay, said in an interview with The Cut, meaning the people giving their bodies didn't think they were donating them to medical or scientific discovery. Huh? So you mean that they knew, hey, I'm donating my fat so people can have, a fatter ass. Anyway, the donor material is meticulously screened in accordance with regulated and high-quality tissue practices. Huh. Look, there's the shot. It's a fat shot. Got a bony ass? Well, we're going to fix that. The process preserves the tissue's key structural elements, resulting in a bioactive filler designed to add long-lasting volume and structure anywhere fat naturally exists in the body. It actually helps the patient's own collagen to grow in as well, said Dr. Stephen T. Greenberg, a New York plastic surgeon. This is great for somebody who doesn't want to use their own fat or doesn't have enough of their own fat in order to do a Brazilian butt lift or a buttock augmentation. Well, I thought that's what a Brazilian butt lift is. Anyway, I don't know. The title is trademarked by Brazil. I don't know. Sharad Harani's practice demand has been especially strong for Alaclay injections in the buttocks, breasts, and hips. We are also getting a lot of patients coming to us that have had, unfortunately, poorly done liposuction with tons of contour irregularities that need fat grafting back in because of grooves, contour irregularities over resection. While the idea of using cadaver donor fat can initially make some patients uneasy, yeah, a dead dude's stuff is inside you. I don't know. Harani said those concerns tend to fade after a thorough discussion of the product. I think transparency is key, he said. It's tissue that's been gifted in kind. It is no different from situations where a patient needs additional cartilage but doesn't want to undergo a rib graft and the scarring that comes with harvesting their own tissue. In those cases, we use cadaver cartilage grafts. I think that pretty much alleviates most people's concerns. Sharid Harani, I think I got it right that time, said the procedures typically start at $10,000 with costs increase depending on the scope of treatment. If you want a full breast augmentation, hip dip, and some buttock treatment, and you have to use hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cc's of Alaclay, well, that's going to cost tens of thousands of dollars. Which is odd because we do have a lot of fat in the country, So you want an ass like that? Well, inject that ass with Alaclay. Psh, psh, psh. See? Spankable buns. Anyway, from a regulatory standpoint, Alaclay occupies a distinct category. While it is FDA compliant, it is classified as a human cell and tissue product, allowing it to be sold without full agency approval, unlike traditional injectables such as Botox. Early evidence suggests the injections are safe and effective because Alaclay is made from processed human fat. Doctors say it's highly biocompatible. The enhancement is so absolutely natural, it looks like my body with the impact of time erased. A 61-year-old woman who used Alaclay in a recent BBL told The Cut. Plus, it's not just that the area that looks fuller, but my skin looks touter and is no longer crepey. Women aren't the only ones jumping on board. Men are turning to the next generation filler too, sculpting their pectorals without implants or surgery, among other uses. I thought that was supposed to be, muscle. But now it's going to be fat. Anyway, it creates an insta-chest where you do not need general anesthesia. You do not need to have a long post-op. You can do it and virtually go back to the office, just like you would do with filler in the face, says Dr. Douglas Steinbreck, a plastic surgeon specializing in male aesthetics. Anaclay is also being touted as a way to restore volume lost from popular weight loss drugs. Oh, yes. All of that weight loss in sagging areas from your GLP-1 like Monjaro, Tirzepatide, Zepbound, any of those types of treatments. Not going to mention Ozempic, must have endorsements with those. Anyway, those types of treatments, guess what? We can use some Alaclay to give you that hip dip, buttocks, and breast contour back. Shrid Harani said in a TikTok, "This is going to be pretty impressive and groundbreaking." Still, it's not risk-free. Here we go. Possible side effects include temporary swelling, bruising, bleeding, and pain at the injection site, along with rare issues like small lumps, asymmetry, oil cysts, infections, and allergic reactions. A lot of people are coming out of the woodwork wanting to not get left behind with using Alaclay, but they aren't necessarily clinicians that know how to perform a surgical fat graft correctly on the body or on the breast, Shrid Harani said. "This is surgery at the end of the day," he continued. "The most important thing to me is making sure that the provider has experience with surgical fat grafting. Yeah, you're going to have someone mess with your ass. They need to be a professional, in order to get that perfect ass. Hey, maybe I need some dead fat injected in my leg. Maybe that's it, Maybe that's it. So there's the dead guy. He gave his fat, or her, I don't know, for the betterment of butt kind, So there's almost something heroic about it all, people, they give their lives for a lot of stuff. I mean, not that these people gave their lives when they were dying anyway, but they decided to leave behind their fat for, again, the betterment of the behind.
This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin. You're listening to the Mr. Nailsin Show here on RadioMisfits.com.
Paradise, Texas, 1932. Prosperity was just around the corner at the nearest bank. Hot money, hot cars, hot damn Angie Dickinson is Big Bad Mama, with her finger on the trigger and Texas by the tail. Big Bad Mama, she gave her girls everything. Her looks, her lovers, and the crime of their lives. When it comes to vice, Mama knows best.
Why can't we be right up there with Ford, Rockefeller, Capone, and all the rest of them?
Big Bad Mama. Times were tough, but she was tougher.
We're gonna have everything we ever wanted!
Angie Dickinson, William Shatner, Tom Skerritt in Big Bad Mama. 3,336 banks went bust in the Depression. Mama busted half of them. Big Bad Mama, in color, rated R.
Just outside the booze joint known as Fat Woody's, within its parking lot can be seen the sudden arrival of the Night Cruiser, within which we find Night Night, Frog Prince, Boobo, and Bugaboo. Well, what do you know, Frog Prince? Looks like you were spot on.
there's Ape Wonder standing outside the front door of Fat Woody's.
Yeah, it stands to reason that not everything you do in this superhero business has to be all kinds of complicated and hard to do. I don't know. He looks scary.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Bubba. For you see, Ape Wonder may appear to be a beastly creature of, well, an ape. But in reality, he's an ape, but he has the brain of a man transplanted within its skull. You see that metal cap he's wearing? It's been bolted on his head to contain his, human brain that some scientist had transplanted in there. I never did get the full story. I assume he was dying of some disease or something, because otherwise, why would you do that? But anyway, that's the story.
Oh, what? When's he going to put his brain back in his old body?
Well, his old body died, or I don't know, lost it or something.
He lost his own body just like Dr. Deja Vu? Yeah, what's with these people losing their bodies? That's stupid.
As I said, I don't know the full story. Whatever, who gives a... Yep. All right, Frog Prince, let's go talk to Ape Wonder and tell him Dr. Deja Vu? Yeah, Deja Vu needs us to recruit his help and all that. Yep.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather just stay in the car. There's something especially filthy about this establishment.
Nobody asked you. Anyway, stay in the car. And Boobo, you stay in the car too and keep an eye on Bugaboo. All right, Frog, let's go.
Oh, yeah. It makes perfect sense since me and Bugaboo, we got so much in common.
What? What could we possibly have in common?
Well, we're both sidekicks, and more importantly, we both have 2 B's in our name.
Well, that's just, oh, yeah.
I hate to say this, but maybe Boobo had a point.
Huh? About what?
Just look at Ape Wonder. His face looks weird. He's got some weird glow around his eyes.
Maybe that's just the lights or something. I don't know.
All right. Hey, Ape Wonder. Long time no see.
Well, maybe I should be saying that to you, Frog Prince. It's been a while since we've seen each other.
What the hell? Frog Prince, do you know this reptilian-looking woman?
Unfortunately, yeah. I met her at a truck stop back in my trucking days, and some things happened, and she ended up catching something from me that transferred some sort of DNA thing from me, so she got some kind of, I don't know, I guess not frog powers, but lizard powers, and so she became one of my arch enemies, the Lot Lizard.
That's right, Lot Lizard, as in men have a lot to answer for all the abuse I've suffered at their hands. Not the least of which was not always paying for it. Are you going to pay now?
Well, she's still just one woman, Frog Prince. She can't be too much of a threat.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Night-Night. You see, just like me, she has an elastic tongue. But unlike me, her saliva has some sort of toxin in it. It's some sort of brainwashing toxin that turns men into her slaves.
Man and beast! Ape Wonder, destroy Night-Night and Frog Prince!
Yes, mistress. Holy shit!
Get behind me, Night-Night. I can withstand the pressures of the ocean floor. I ought to be able to stand my ground against Ape Wonder.
Not if I take you out of the equation, Frog Prince!
Oh, damn you, bitch. Two can play at that game.
Whoa, Frog Prince and Lot Lizard have just tied their tongues into knots. I guess they'll have to figure that one out. That just leaves me up against Ape Wonder. Must kill Night-Night.
Now, wait a minute, Ape Wonder.
Oh, damn. Just barely missed that truck he threw at me. Got to act fast. My only resort is the Night-Night Electro God. That's enough charge to take out an elephant, Ape Wonder. Hey, but he's still coming. Oh, God. Damn it, Boobo! Get your ass out of the night cruiser and bring me some tranquilizer darts.
Yeah, 1 minute stay here, next minute get your ass over there. I don't get no.
Damn it, Boobo, stop your bitching and shoot this animal with the trank gun.
Yeah, all right. Take that, nasty stuff.
You little bastard, I'll smear you into the gravel.
Monkey's gonna kill me.
Damn it, Boobo. Get back here, you little coward.
Yeah, wait a minute, Night Night. Something's happening to Ape Wonder.
Oh, my God, he just barfed his guts up all over the pavement.
Ew, that's really disgusting, but it's probably for the best, as he has clearly vomited up the toxins that Lot Lizard was using to control him.
Indeed. It's up to Frog Prince to rid us of the final threat that we're dealing with tonight.
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Night Night.
What?
The real
Holy
threat
crap.
Oh my God!
was me.
It's him! Boogeyman!
Quick, Bugaboo. I've got an extra gas mask. We've got to put them on to protect ourselves from the boogeyman's fear gas.
Don't waste your time, Night Night. I no longer need the utilization of my chemical knowledge. How soon you forget that at my behest are the powers of the Bewitcher.
Oh, shit. Damn it. I forgot all about that. Damn it.
Oh no! What hope is there for Night Night to withstand the supernatural powers of the Bewitcher now utilized by Boogeyman? Well, perhaps we'll find out in the next exciting episode of Night Night.
This has been a Nailsin production. The Night Night theme song is performed by Alistair White and his lovely wife, Heather. Incidental music is courtesy of Kevin MacLeod. All characters are performed by me, Douglas Nelson. Join us again, won't you?
Here comes Big Bad Mama. 3,336 banks went bust in the Depression. Mama busted half of them. Angie Dickinson is Big Bad Mama, with her finger on the trigger and Texas by the tail.
Why can't we be right up there with Ford, Rockefeller, Capone, and all the rest of them?
Men, money, moonshine, Mama made them all. Big Bad Mama, starring Angie Dickinson and William Shatner, from New World Pictures, in Metrocolor, rated R.
This is a Nailsin News Bulletin.
Grammy-winning gospel star and Long Island pastor accused of sexually abusing male personal assistant. Yeah. A Grammy-winning gospel singer and pastor allegedly sexually abused his personal assistant, then sent an apology email declaring himself the epitome of a dirty old man. Is it Giuseppe or Giuseppe? Let's just say Giuseppe. Giuseppe Carletto alleged in the civil complaint obtained by Billboard that Donnie McClurkin, now 66, repeatedly assaulted and raped him between 2007 and 2015 after he began attending the singer's Long Island church while struggling with his sexuality. Carletto joined McClurkin's Perfecting Faith Church in Freeport in 2003 at the age of 21, seeking guidance from the pastor who had written in a book 2 years earlier that he had overcome his sexuality through God. McClurkin, who was 44 years old at the time, allegedly helped the young congregant pray the gay away and took him under his wing as his personal assistant. The pair traveled together on business trips where McClurkin began allegedly sexually assaulting Carletto. Carletto claimed that in 2007, the three-time Grammy Award winner forced him to have sex in a California hotel room. A similar pattern of alleged assault continued during several trips to Atlantic City, New Jersey, Manhattan, and his home in Long Island. Throughout this period, plaintiff attempted to quit on multiple occasions. Defendant, however, denied plaintiff's requests, further coercing him to stay by telling plaintiff that his deliverance and purpose were tied to defendant. Carletto quit his job with McClurkin in 2008, though they remained in each other's professional lives. The Speak to My Heart singer, however, allegedly continued sexually abusing Carletto, raping him in a Florida hotel room in 2012 and in Boston and Niagara Falls in 2013. In 2013, McClurkin allegedly sent an email pictured in the suit attempting to apologize to Carletto for being a dirty old man and groping him. I am the actual epitome of a desperate, dirty old man, groping a young man who is just looking for a friendship and close platonic relationship with someone he looks to for help, guidance, and spirituality. You don't have that desire for me, and I shouldn't have it for you. I forced myself on you, McClurkin allegedly wrote. During that last alleged incident in 2015, the pastor allegedly engaged in further sexual conduct. As a result of the foregoing, plaintiff has sustained injury, emotional pain and suffering, physical pain, emotional distress, celibacy, pain and suffering, and loss of enjoyment of life. Carletto is now seeking unspecified monetary damages from McClurkin. In a statement to Billboard, McClurkin's attorney, Greg Lissy, said Carletto's claims are categorically false and contradicted by the real facts. At no time did Pastor McClurkin engage in any form of sexual abuse, assault, or sexual coercion of Mr. Carletto. The claims set forth in the lawsuit grossly mischaracterize their interactions, which occurred over a decade, and some accusations over 2 decades ago. Lissy did not respond to the post's requests for comment. McClurkin said sold roughly 13 million albums throughout his career and has won over a dozen awards, including 10 Stellar Awards and 2 BET Awards. Well, I mean, if the email's confirmed, he did say, he apologized that he forced himself on this man. So that's akin to admission. So I don't know. This is categorically false. So absolutely nothing happened. So in that case, this guy's making all this up and is shaking him down because he wrote a book about being gay, but, he prayed the gay away, whatever, and this guy thought he could, extort him or whatever. But the other thing would be, no, they did have an affair and then it broke up and went bad. Now the guy wants some money out of the deal. Could be that. Or it's exactly how he describes it. He really thought there was a way to pray the gay away. And ended up having sex with an older man. Well, that's too bad. But, of course, McClurkin, successful singer, apparently. I've never heard of him. But nevertheless, it sounds like he had a lot of success in the gospel field. And so the guy's looking for some money there. But yeah, maybe this was all emotionally crippling and whatnot and all that stuff. So there you go. And I mean, you got that email. That's going to be a tough one to defend against, huh? I mean, sitting there, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have forced myself on you, you know? Yeah, you're going to have to, you're going to pay this guy. Yeah. So there you go. I guess he didn't pray the gay away after all. Well, better luck next time.
This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin. The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin Show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @MrNailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.
Big Bad Mama. She gave her girls everything. Her looks, her lovers, and the crime of their lives. Big Bad Mama. When it comes to killing, Mama knows best. Angie Dickinson, William Shatner. Big Bad Mama. Rated R.